Hey gang, and welcome to another Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and as I'm sure you all know by now, Nintendo has just announced that there will be an upcoming Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct in October, and with it we will see the return of the Roost and Brewster finally to Animal Crossing New Horizons after months of speculation, data mines, and more. It finally looks like we're getting a bigger update for the game. However, Nintendo also made another very interesting and kind of sneaky little update alongside this that they didn't mention anywhere other than on Twitter. And that is that they are coming out with a Series 5 of the Animal Crossing Amiibo Cards, something that was heavily rumored and data miners seemingly knew about months in advance, and something that I actually made a video about not too long ago. So I'm going to be going over all the details you need to know about this within this video, and how it could mean that we might actually be seeing some brand new or returning villagers come to Animal Crossing New Horizons, as well as some other details about these announcements that you might not currently know about. I'll be getting you up to date with everything that you need to know, so we're going to jump into that. But before we do, I just want to give a quick word from my sponsor. This video is sponsored by Disney Emoji Blitz. You can download the game for free using my link in the video description. I'm also hosting a giveaway for playing the game, so stay tuned for more details. Disney Emoji Blitz is unlike any other match-free game. Each emoji has its own unique power-ups and you control what to use, letting you strategize with each game that you play. I love the Mandalorian, so Mando is definitely my favorite emoji, and he's just one of many that you can collect. You can also use the emojis to text your friends, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And for you collectors out there, there's a lot for you to get your hands on, and the game is always getting updated with more emojis. There's constantly new events, like the recent event with Pod Racer Anakin and Queen Amidala. Use my link down in the description to download the game. The link works as a creator code, so anything you spend within the game will help support me and the content that I make here on this channel. I'll also be hosting a giveaway over on Instagram to reward you for playing the game. I'll be giving away a $30 Amazon card, and to enter all you have to do is download the game using my link, get to level 20, screenshot that, send it to me on Instagram. If you've entered one of these giveaways in the past, you'll need to get to level 25 as a part of a new challenge. I'll choose the winners in a month from this video going live, and once again, thank you to Disney Emoji Blitz for sponsoring this video. So as I mentioned at the start, Nintendo did announce on Twitter that we will be seeing a Series 5 of the Animal Crossing Amiibo Cards, which is really exciting. It's been a long time since we got a new series of Amiibo Cards. In fact, in terms of the series 1 through 4, we got those when Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer came out, which was quite a long time ago now. So the fact that we're finally getting a Series 5, which of course will be centered around Animal Crossing New Horizons, is really exciting news, and it does make sense for them to announce this in advance. They like to do this sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's because it's physical merchandise, but they did something very similar with the Sanrio cards and mentioning that those would be coming back just before they did the Sanrio update. So it definitely seems like they want a lot of people to be able to get their hands on these cards, which is good news. Now you might be wondering, how does this tie into new villages and which characters will be included in this new series? Well, Nintendo hasn't really mentioned much about the Series 5 cards yet, sadly. Of course, it was just a minor announcement, but we do already have a pretty good idea of what it will entail. It's pretty much safe to assume that we will see character cards for New Horizons exclusive characters. This includes the 8 new villagers with characters like Raymond, Audie, and Judy, who are exceptionally popular within the games and will now finally have amiibo cards that you can use to summon them in, which means no more long hunts or trading on Nookazon for characters like Raymond anymore, which is just absolutely fantastic. Now, how does this exactly tie into new villages? Well, data miners discovered a few months ago, and as it was reported on the amazing site animalcrossingworld.com, which you guys should definitely check out, it was discovered that there were about 100 amiibo IDs that weren't tied to anything. This means that there were about 100 amiibos kind of laying around with nothing attached to them. And when it comes to 100 amiibos, it really only could be related to one thing, and that's Animal Crossing New Horizons and the amiibo cards, which of course are designed en masse, rather than the amiibo figures, which you definitely wouldn't see 100 new ones of. So it does seem very likely that now that we know this is coming out, these two are most likely connected, and we could potentially see up to 100 new cards in this series. Now, I wouldn't like to bet on that, but I definitely think we will see at least 50 new cards within this series. It really wouldn't surprise me if we did see that many, and of course there aren't that many New Horizons characters that were introduced. In fact, there were less than 20, I'm pretty sure, so that definitely wouldn't fill up a whole series of cards. They would need to do quite a few more. Now, the other option is that they could do cards of existing characters who are maybe quite popular in New Horizons, maybe doing ones for Tom Nook and Isabelle and such, but I think that would be a very strange move on their part. What would make this Series 5 fantastic is to actually have cards for some new villagers, which maybe could be introduced for the very first time in a big Animal Crossing update. After all, we did see 8 new villagers introduced to the game, so it wouldn't surprise me too much if they did decide to add a few more. After all, we got the Sanrio villagers come to the game, so it would be great to see even more villagers introduced. However, if that doesn't happen, I could also see them bringing back some of the missing characters from past Animal Crossing games who haven't been seen in ages. They did do this in Animal Crossing New Leaf with the Welcome Amiibo update, bringing back characters from the original game like Dobie who were removed since the very start, so maybe they could continue upon that. It's an idea that they've used before, so it makes sense that they could use it again at some point. Either way, it does seem like we're in for a treat of getting quite a few new cards, especially for characters like Raymond and Judy, like I mentioned, who are honestly quite difficult to get your hands on. But it would make this series even better, and I think it would make so many people happy if they did introduce or reintroduce some villagers to Animal Crossing New Horizons. It would be really great to have more characters to interact with around the island, and I'm certainly very excited for this release. I just wanted to mention within this video as well that we don't currently know exactly when this announcement is going to happen, sadly. It does seem like these announcements will happen in early October, I imagine. They are coming out with a Smash presentation on the 10th of October, so we know it's not going to be on that day. They won't have those two things overlap, but I definitely could see it happening maybe on the first week of October. I think that would make a lot of sense. We will have to wait though, but of course, I will make sure I give you guys all of the updates that you need to know about this Animal Crossing Direct, all of the things that are happening. I'll make sure to break down all of it for you so we can go over it together and we can get really excited about what is in store for this game. So definitely leave a comment down below letting me know if you're excited to see some more announcements for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Be sure to leave a like to support this video, and if you made it to the end, be sure to comment Bob's Gang down below so I know that you did. Also, be sure to check out Disney Emoji Blitz and download it using my link in the description. Make sure to enter into that giveaway for a chance to win a $30 Amazon card. If you want to help support me and my channel, click the join button down below the video or the link in the description to become a channel member and a member of the Bob's Gang. You can get a whole bunch of really cool perks for doing so, such as exclusive emojis, a badge by your name, exclusive content and posts, and so much more, so be sure to check that out.